What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today it is time that we discuss the 2024 presidential election and how a third party could potentially derail President Biden's re-election bid. Yep, that's right. You know how in the past independents have usually screwed over Republicans in, say, the Georgia Senate runoff, in, the 2020 presidential election, etc. Well, it appears that there is a serious possibility that a third party could potentially derail Biden's re-election chances. Now, let me be 100% clear. I'm not saying this is 100% guaranteed. After all, it's only June of 2023. With that being said, however, you start looking at some of the data, and you start looking at who's running and stuff, Biden may have a more significant challenge or hurdle, whatever you want to call it, to winning re-election than originally expected. Now, before we continue today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. Guys, go follow Real American Politics on Twitter. It is a great Twitter account everyone should follow. Of course, follow the Rumble page down below for exclusive content. And of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $3 a month, you could join Real American, which is a phenomenal deal, as it helps support the daily content we all know and love. You love the daily content? Well, this is the best way to support it. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So like I said, this can absolutely change, and this isn't 100%. But new polling data, which again, polling isn't everything, but it's still a nice indicator to see how things are going. Well, new polling data shows that, a third party this cycle may not hurt Trump, but it could potentially hurt President Biden. Now, in the past, you've had the meme known as the Libertarian Party run candidates and, well, take a serious chunk of vote away from Republicans. We have data to prove that. And, well, the Libertarians are probably still going to run somebody. They're kind of losing relevancy the longer it takes for them to realize, oh, wait, this isn't true libertarianism. We got to actually convert to that if we want to even win a vote. Either way, point is, the Libertarian Party, they may get like 1% of the vote still, but let's be honest here, those voters, they're going to vote Libertarian no matter what. And usually that's been a big reason why Republicans haven't been able to win some elections. I mean, you look at places like 2020 and you go to a state like Wisconsin. Libertarians took 1% of the vote. Trump lost the state by just under a point. Same thing in Pennsylvania. Same thing in Arizona and Georgia. If those Libertarian voters broke for Trump, he would have won re-election. Now, here's the thing, though. Many people have forgotten about 2024, or 2020. Democrats were effective at two things. Early vote stuff, which, again, I'm not alleging anything, I'm just saying it's a fact. But the second thing, many people, I think everybody's forgotten, the Green Party. People forget that in the states of Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada, they kicked off the Green Party from the ballot, or they weren't on the ballot at all. And in the states like Wisconsin and Georgia, I believe, they were just flat out kicked off the ballot. Republicans have failed to do this with libertarians, and that's why you see that all of these states are libertarian votes. Every single one of them, they qualify everywhere. But you look at the Green Party, and well, a lot of these states, they don't qualify. And you look at some of these competitive states, yes, they only got 0.2%. But you dig deep into it, or 0.0%, whatever you want to call it. You dig deep into the numbers, you realize these are just write-ins. Yeah, Howie Hawkins got, a couple thousand votes in these key swing states without being on the ballot. And that's huge. I don't think many people understand how massive that is. If he was on the ballot in Georgia and Arizona, I can almost guarantee you Trump would have won both the states of Georgia and Arizona. Think about that. In my opinion, if he was just on the ballot, he probably would have taken enough votes away from Biden to win those 2 states. And don't give me this crap of, oh, well, they could have voted him in. But it's like, look at the rest of these states. Every other state he was on the ballot in, Howie Hawkins, he got around 1/4 to 0.5% of the vote. And these are not your Trump voters at all. These are progressives, They're not the biggest fans of Biden, but they're never going to vote Republican. So they're just going to vote for the Green Party. And you still have to delve deep in the numbers. That's 2 states right there. But something's changing about this cycle because the Green Party has always been really the meme. They don't really do much, They kind of just sit there and maybe they crack 0.5% nationally, maybe 1%. Well, 2023, that may be changing. Now, I haven't talked much about the third parties at all because there's a lot of them. The People's Party, the No Labels Party, and the Green Party. But the Green Party has a fascinating candidate that they are running, Cornel West, which, go look him up. He is a very bizarre guy, but look at this. Without Cornel West on the ticket, Trump's down by 1 in the national popular vote. With him on the ticket, however, Trump's up by 1. He takes 6% of the vote, and the large chunk of that came from Biden voters. Look at that. 6% of the vote. And remember, Trump's base is all but solidified. He's not going to lose much of his support to somebody like Cornel West. But Biden could, because unlike past Green Party candidates, Cornel West is known around progressive circles. He is, and he's well liked with them. You look here, West is on the ballot. He takes 15% of black voters and 13% from voters under the age of 35. These are huge demographics for Biden. He cannot be losing 13 and 15% of the young and black vote respectively. He just can't mathematically. And you start realizing, okay, let's say he does take 4%. Let's just say he takes 2%. What was Gary Johnson? 3%? Well, in that scenario, Trump probably wins the popular vote. So you could say Wisconsin, that probably flips. This single candidate may be enough, to flip the state of Wisconsin. And when you count for Arizona and Georgia, again, that's not going to happen probably. It's just, hypothetical, right? It's a hypothetical question if swings from 2020 stayed the same in 2024. You get the point. Well, Trump reaches 272 and probably wins Nevada and Pennsylvania in that scenario. You see why Democrats are a bit freaked out by Cornel West? Because he is a serious candidate. He's not some crappy, Green Party candidate that gets 2% or 0.1% of the vote. He's a guy that's well known. And there are a lot of progressives that will support Cornel West. But that's not even speaking about the People's Party or the No Labels Party. Guys, these parties that are third parties now, the People's Party, that's the one the scam that Andrew Yane's forming. Well, who do you think those appeal to? It's nothing but ranked choice voting and democracy. That is the No Label or the People's Party to a T. Those would be like resist liberal types. So that's going to hurt Biden even further. Again, that's if they're on the ticket in all the states, and you get the point. But these third parties, which even if they take 0.5% of the vote each from Biden, they start to add up. Usually it's the libertarians that take 1 to 2% of the vote nationally, probably from Republicans. But now you may have the Green Party. Let's say they take 1 or 2% with Cornel West. Let's say the People's Party, they take 0.5%. And the biggest X factor that no one has talked about is the No Labels Party. It's a party being formed by moderate Republicans and moderate Democrats, and they're going to try to run a unity ticket. They're going to run like a Larry Hogan, Joe Manchin type. Again, who is that going to appeal to? Because Trump, let's be real here, Trump's base is not going to vote for, Larry Hogan over Trump. They're just not. If you think that's going to happen, well, I may have a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. But overall, you start doing the math, it's like these candidates, they're appealing to Biden's voters, wealthy white suburban voters. and working class minorities. That's who these candidates are appealing to. And that's going to hurt somebody like President Biden. Now, again, this could absolutely change. Cornel West may not get on the ticket, but it sounds like that the Green Party is going kind of all in on West, and they're trying to get on every ballot before they get kicked off. And it seems like Republicans, they're trying to kick the Libertarians off the ticket. So start to do some math, and you realize, yeah, just Cornel West being on the ticket could potentially get us 272 without really that stretch of imagination. If the Green Party gets 1 or 2% and they're on the ticket in these states, they're taking away from Biden. Just start to do some math at that point. Trump will be in a really good situation to win a second term. And this is going to be an important factor for 2024 because, my opinion, 46% of voters, they're voting for Trump no matter what. Worst case scenario, 45%. More than likely 47, maybe 48. We just got to see what happens. That's just as of now. Biden, it's a matter of, will he get below 50% and how low can he get? If he gets below 49%, Trump's winning. Anyways, or it could be. We just got to see what happens. But if Trump gets 48% of the vote, Biden gets 49%, you're probably looking at something like this happening. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.